All right, you're welcome back. We're joined now via Zoom by journalist Kelvin Ugbechie. Kelvin Ugbechie was present at the press briefing with um, yesterday with the police. Kelvin, thank you for joining us this morning at TVM Express.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
What you witnessed in the press brief, what exactly was said about the incident?
Okay. Actually, I think it's a fallout from that stuff that happened in Warri. The IGP called the commissioners and briefed them for them to take to their various commands. And from what we gathered there, the people that attended were area commandants, DPOs, and then tactical unit heads, and some of the senior officers. They were really warned and given directive. The IGP frowned at the way they treat members of the public. First, one of the things that stands out is the way they use the gun. He warned them to run away and avoid any form of misuse of the firearms. Noting that that man, that shouldn't have used the firearm at that particular time. So he warned them against the misuse of that firearms and gave them different warnings. With that, I think they said he's going to set up training for all the officers so that they will learn how to be professional. And they want them against discipline and other stuff.
Okay, now we've been hearing different accounts about what happened. Uh, I had an account yesterday. Our guest this morning gave us another account. I don't know if the police has an official story as to what transpired that day.
From what the PPRO said, from his own accounts, that's the young man received a parcel and some persons accosted him. From there, they checked and they say that particular gun. So with that, they called the police. That was when they came. And coming, they saw the young man and they questioned him for some while. When the guy mentioned that he would take them to the person that asked him to pick it, that he does not know anything about the person, that was when they fired the shots. He mentioned that this is one of the occasions that he found very difficult to defend as a public relations officer of the police, knowing that the guy's action was not anything to write home about.
Okay, so the stance of the Delta Police Command is they are not happy with the police officer.
Not at all. Not at all. That was when the IGP summoned the particular case and said they should bring everybody involved in that particular incident to Abuja. That's where the fate was decided. So the headquarters here at Asaba did not handle much. It was just coming to this place from that place to Asaba, and they summoned all of them to come to Abuja, and they took them to Abuja because it's a national issue.
Okay. As of yesterday, is there any indication as to where? Because we understand that the IGP has dismissed the officers involved, and then say they are going to be tried in the courts for unlawful homicide. Is there any indication as to which of the court has jurisdiction over the case? Is it going to be in Delta State or in Abuja? Do you have any?
Um, uh, for now, we've not been told, but I think there was a meeting between the police and Ministry of Justice, Delta State, and they promised Ministry of Justice, Delta State promised speedy trial of that particular case. That is because to them. Though I don't know if they're going to do it in Delta State or they do it there at the upper chamber.
Okay, all right. Now let's move. Let's shift our attention to politics, because the truth is, if we get political leadership right, a lot of all these issues we are having become minor. Now, just very recently, Peter Obi, as of yesterday, officially, was it yesterday? Officially, even if they've been rumblings, himself and Rabiu Kwankwaso officially left the ADC for the NDC. Now, in your view, what does this movement signal?
It shows that these two persons are determined, to contest at this particular one. And there's something that is reaching. I may not say, but from what we are seeing, I think virtually all the political parties have legal case. And you know how it stands. Once you have a legal case, you may do one or two things before that particular time. At the end of it, when you have a claimed victory, that legal case can bring you back. So these persons, I think they are shopping for a political party that is without blemish, or the legal case is minor or they can manage. This was one of the reasons why they even left the parties they were in differently, coming to this particular agency. Now they have left and they've gone to that place. But for what I'm seeing, the ruling party too is determined to claim victory. So they are doing everything. Nobody is resting. Everybody is trying to outwit the next person. So now they have gone to this place. Let's see what the party will come up with and with their image.
Okay, so to you, it's just a signal of their determination to make sure that they get power from the current leadership, even if, regardless of the vehicle by which the vehicle, I mean political party.
Yes, they have conveyed them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, my question, next question is, my follow-up question would be, do you think it's possible to have a political party in Nigeria that is devoid of rancors and internal crisis, as it were?
No. Straightly from me, no. There's this scheme that they're doing. If a political party is clean, without blemish, other political parties that think that political party is a threat, infiltrate them and look for one or two things to beat them. You understand? So I think there's no political party that will stay without legal cases. But let's see how before people join these particular parties, they have to sit down, talk about it, have different types of meetings before they go to this particular party. But let's see what this particular one will hold. But I don't think there's any political party without a legal case or problem or internal wrangling.
All right. So, Mr. Kelvin, do you think this movement is going to create the emergence of a stronger opposition, or are we witnessing further fragmentation of the opposition? From your standpoint, do you think the opposition are in sync altogether, or is fragmenting more and more?
Okay, I think this will make them very stronger. Going from the party they've gone from to another party. That will make them, knowing that these particular people, they have followers. So wherever they go to, their followers will follow suit. With this particular one, they will make sure that nothing comes in between the members of this party that they are going with. But there's another caveat to this story. The ruling party, I think from what the president said after the ADC Congress, it shows that our president is afraid of defeat. Yes, because this is a man that rarely responds to issues. But after that meeting, he came out to speak on it. They think they can intimidate me. They cannot intimidate me. I'm a very radical and stubborn politician. You can see that something is touching them. I think if these people continue like this, they may still make it knowing that nobody knows tomorrow. Anything can happen at any particular time. When Goodluck was the president, from this I thought he was going to win. Power of incumbency. One or two things led to the other. Buhari took over. So anything can really happen. But to me, what I know is that APC can never sit back. They can never sit back. There's something they call think tank. Some of these political parties, they have think tank. These people are locked up somewhere. Their work is to think. What can we do? What are we going to do? Just like football. when the football is going on, first half they will monitor, second half they will monitor, then they will make changes. So that is what I think too APC is doing on their own side, having those people that we think and know what we are going to do to them. Like okay, they're going to play with disputes. Okay, if we do this to these boots, that will make them not to be good, their performance to be bad. So that's what I think that APC will do. But to me, they should continue being determined. With that, they can scale.
Kelvin, now if you have to sum everything up now, what do this development now say about the state of our nation, Nigeria today? Nigeria as a country, everything playing out the way it's playing out. You have extrajudicial killing on one side, you have banditry on the other side, and you have politicians not being able to serve in their political party because of alleged involvement of ruling parties. Now, what does that say about Nigeria today, in your view?
It shows that the instability is increasing. We are not stable as a country. Knowing from this particular party and the other person. Do you know that some persons can even do some things that are not too nice just to make the other people not to be stable? I could remember one of the contestants then that said that if you lose this election, this will be beaten in blood, and I don't know if you understand what I mean. So with that particular one, some of them we can't rest. They keep doing one or two things just to make sure that they win their opponents. And with that, I think we'll continue seeing more in Nigeria instead of being united and stable as a country to move forward. Knowing that when these problems are coming, there's little or no time for us to think about development. So we have to solve our problems first before development can come.
Speaking about, before I let you go, speaking about solving our problems first, the First Lady went to share food for some people in the north. Now, do you think this I don't know what to call it now, but this thing where they now give out food and hand out bags of rice and small gifts to people, do you think it's going to affect the mind of the people come 2027 as to the direction to which they are going to cast their ballot?
To me, yes, to some extent. Some places they make. I could remember one of the ones I once saw that they shared. I don't know, will I even say panties or whatever. Do you know that when they say they want to share cooler, for example, some persons will not go to that place to take coolers. Why some will die just to be there to take cooler? A cup of rice. Some will die to be there to take a cup of rice. You understand? So with this particular one, it will move, to me, and we Nigerians, we don't think much of tomorrow. What we know is now, now, now. What can I get? What can I get now? And if they keep giving them this particular thing, it will move their voting pattern to some extent, though to some persons. That's why we keep saying every year, let's eat the money and put our conscience. I will not be saying it. I understand it still continues. So sometimes when it's imagine a family that has not eaten for like let's just say 2 days or 3 days, and the next day they should give them food. While they are eating it, thank God, this particular person, no, I will vote am. Thinking that it will continue, I think it will change to some extent, but some will still take and vote their conscience, knowing what they can do. But voting sometimes too may not have that impact that we think. This is Nigeria. We know that sometimes they rig. Okay? So people may still vote and something will still happen. So we still pray that things go well. One of the things I think that will make Nigeria to be better is for them to make our institutions strong. Once the institution is strong, by then things get better. One of those things is to make INEC better so that there will be credible election that we can rely on and say, yes, it was nice. But who beats the tone, just like they say? Nobody the five at the date to two. Who appoints INEC chairman? And you think they can just go and appoint INEC chairman? No, you must get a mandate first before appointment comes. Or else. Okay, the person that's the INEC chairman, if you ask him to go today, will he? No, he gets in one or two things. So we follow. And there's another case. Most of the times, if I'm occupying this post and you ask me, no, you're going to do A and B. If I tell you no, if you move me, the next person you're going to bring, whatever you tell the person will do it. So it's just for us to strengthen our institution and make sure that we have credible election that we can say, beat our chest and say, yes, it really works.
All right, Mr. Kelvin, thank you for joining us this morning. It's been a wonderful experience listening to you today, TVM Express. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the day. Keep up the good work. God bless you.